Sunday and say, okay, today we're going to talk about love. I'm challenging you guys because it's been a challenge for me all week, every day, every minute sometimes. It's like, I know you love me. I know you love me because when I was going through this, and I talk to him like that. I'm going into the detail, even though I know he was there.
Right.
Like, I'm telling you, ever have people tell you a story like you hadn't heard it before, like you wasn't there when it happened? But that's what you have to do sometimes, because it's not that I'm trying to remind you of the story. I'm trying to remind myself of the story. I'm putting myself, that's how David could encourage himself when everything else around him was going wrong. What does the scripture say? David had to go off by himself and encourage himself in the Lord. He had to put himself in remembrance. The only reason I'm here is because of you. There's no place I can escape. I could go all the way up into the space. I could go as far down to the bottom of the ocean. I can go anywhere and never be able. I could go to hell and wouldn't be able to escape you. When we start saying those things, when we start meditating on those things, the love of God becomes more real than the tangible things that we see in front of us that really are all subject to change. They're always subject to change. They're corruptible. Anything that you can see, any moment that you're currently in, it is powerless in the presence of God's love. It means nothing in the presence of God's love. His love is the most powerful force ever. It's why we're here, why we live, why we breathe, why there are birds in the air, why he takes the time to make sure that lilies grow every year on cue. Why tulips come up out of the snow-covered ground every year before anything. I mean, think about that. Like, he doesn't have enough stuff going on the earth that really, I got to make sure that tulips come up in time for Easter. I mean, but that's love. Love says, I've done enough. It doesn't say, I've done enough. I'm cool.
It keeps on giving.
It keeps on giving. So when you think about your spouse, your children, you're so tired of keep doing the same thing over and over again, think about the love of God.